Hi guys, Top Ops here, and today we're going over to the movie theaters, which is a bit different than normal, but we're going to see Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I won't be able to show any of the movie. Maybe I'll put some of the trailer if it doesn't get copyrighted. But anyways, let's go in and let's get started. I also just wanted to prove that we were actually at the movie theaters. It's the 4 of us today. The family's going to see it. They also have pops inside, so that's kind of why I'm bringing you, because that's more important than the movie. Alright guys, we are in the theater right now. I'll let you know what I think of the movie after. I don't want to film too much because, you know, copyright and everything, and it's illegal as well. So we'll see you after the movie.
Man, I hate Mondays. They're so... Hey, what do you think of... stupid droid...
Alright guys, well that was Star Wars, and we're just leaving now. We'll talk more about it later, but I want to show the pops that they have here because they have some Star Wars ones. So let's do that before we talk about the movie. Alright guys, so here's what they have for Star Wars pops. They actually have the Darth Vader here. I'm guessing they don't have the Chase one, but we could dig around. This one has a glow-in-the-dark Chase if we wanted to check for that, maybe. But they do have Rey with her lightsaber here, and they also have D-O, which I didn't know could speak. D-O could speak.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, that was funny. So there's that one there, and then we also have Kylo Ren, and we've got a couple others as well. But yeah, they have a lot of really cool Star Wars stuff here, as well as some plush.
Did you show the popcorn?
Oh, I did not. How much is this thing? It's $49.99, yeah. Do you want to get one for the office?
No.
It's kind of cool. I actually like that.
Would it be nice and tall?
It would be good for the background. Maybe. Do you want to? Let's grab one. Let's do it. It'll be cool. I like it. Anyways, we'll think about it. It is $50. I do really like that though. And then what else do we have over here? We've got some other stuff. Some Frozen. Get out of here. But yeah, I do.
I don't know. I have to have a look at it.
It's pretty heavy duty as well.
No, not really.
But it's nice though because it'll fit on the shelf and it's not heavy.
Is it tall?
Do you know what I mean?
enough?
I would say that's tall enough. Have that in the background, Mom? That's cool. I would never put popcorn in it too.
Well, that's part of the $50.
Oh, I'd pay for it and then don't get the popcorn. I think it'd be nice. Anyways, we'll think about it. I just noticed, guys, that on the other side they had another stand with similar characters, but I came over here to see if they had the Chase Darth Vader. It doesn't look like they do, but there is one more pop hidden back here. No, they have Kylo Ren. So nothing here today. But yeah, this is a lot of really cool ones. We'll show other ones closer up when we get back to the studio because I have almost all of them from this. I just want to show you what they have at the theaters. All right, guys, I couldn't help myself. We're getting one. I just want to let everybody know that this was probably the best Star Wars film out of the 3. I'll be talking about it, like I said, more when we get back, but I just had to show up the R2-D2 again. Okay, well, guys, we are back from The Rise of Skywalker, and that was a really great movie. I will say this, I'm gonna kind of do a spoiler review at the end. You guys will find out about that, but I just want to say that out of the 3 newer movies, out of the new trilogy, I want to say that that was my favorite one out of all of them. It had some really great scenes, some heartfelt moments, I will say. It was a tearjerker at some points. Also, I did get the popcorn bucket. I didn't think I was going to because it was kind of expensive, but I thought, you know what? It's kind of more like R2-D2 than a popcorn bucket because the top here, if you guys are wondering, I'll kind of do a review on this quickly. The top here is actually a drink cup, which I think is really cool. And then it also has a spot for a straw. And then the bottom of it, if you guys look, is a popcorn holder. Where does this go in? There we go. The bottom of this is then a popcorn holder. So you guys can see here, the back opens up and it's got where all the popcorn holds. And it's actually a lot. I'd say it's about a large bag. So you could, we got ours with the popcorn separately after because, you know, if it was during the movie, I'd want to sit there like this drinking it the whole time. But I got it after. So I just bought it and then they let me bag up the popcorn separately and get the drink in a normal you know, cup. So that way I didn't have to ruin this thing at all. I mean, it wouldn't have ruined it, but I want to keep it nice and new. So this will be going in the background of that set over there. So get excited about that, guys. You guys will be seeing this in the background. So I think it looks really great. But anyways, I want to show off some pops from this as well because anyways, guys, I want to show off some pops that are from this movie and kind of talk about them because none of these ones here will be spoilers yet, so it's okay. Stay tuned for that. But I do want to mention the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. This one was a really cool one. This I kind of understand why they made it a 10-inch. It's probably just because he's one of the main characters, but for me, it seemed like he was a big character with a large ego for the beginning of the movie, so I don't know. It seemed like making this guy a 10-inch kind of made sense. I don't know, if you guys know what I mean. It's kind of like he had like a bigger ego, more going on with him. He seemed so angry and enraged at the beginning that it made sense to make him a huge character like this. But anyways, there's the first one that I wanted to mention. I also had some of these guys over here. So this was the EB Games exclusive. Actually, Darth Funko, if you're watching, this is yours here. This was the one that we bought in that video, and I actually bought it for him because he couldn't get the EB Games exclusive sticker. The only problem was the only box they had was the best one here, and it had some damage on it. So if you're watching right now, there's some damage on this one. I'm looking to get a better box for you, but if you want me to ship you this one, the front looks fine, so let me know. Anyways, I wouldn't charge you for it or anything just because of the damage and stuff, but if you wanted this one, let me know. So there's this one here, guys. The Knights of Ren are really, really cool. I kind of thought they were going to be just, you know, characters in the background, like maybe some, you know, like almost like stormtroopers and stuff like that, how they're in the background. But no, these actually played a bigger role in the movie than I expected, and I think it's really cool that I did collect these as they kind of came out before the film, because I'm sure these ones are going to be going a lot quicker now that the film's out. We have Lando Calrissian here. He pops up in the movie in a really cool spot. I'm not going to go any more into detail than that, but I do think he has a really great role in the movie. He has enough going on as well. It's not like they just added him in randomly because it is Lando. I think he actually has a really great role and a lot of cool parts as well. So anyways, there it is right there. We also have Poe. You guys know Poe Dameron. He has a lot going on as well. I mean, he's one of the main characters in this movie. He's got some really great parts. But yeah, this is him right here. This does look actually a lot like him. There's a lot of scenes with Poe, so it's cool that they gave him another sculpt with kind of like an action pose, because there really is not much downtime in this movie. I will say that. It's a lot of action, and I think that really adds a lot to the movie that there's a lot of action, because it just makes the movie more fun and exhilarating to watch throughout the whole thing. And then the last one that we have here is BB-8, and there is one part where he gets kind of damaged. So if you guys are wondering, this isn't a spoiler at all, but he does have a little bit of damage on him there in the front, and that's what that is. I was trying to figure out why he was missing one of his orange circles. It's because of that. He actually gets damaged in the movie. All right, guys, so that was the characters that I wanted to touch upon, because they had some pretty significant roles throughout the movie. I mean, there was a lot of other people as well, but that was what I wanted to talk about. So now that was the spoiler-free part of the video. So if you guys want to keep watching, this is the spoiler part. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, or if you don't care, well, I mean, if you have seen the movie or you don't care about spoilers, you can keep watching, but I just want to mention now that this is the spoiler part. So, the movie, I would say, like I mentioned, this was the best movie out of the three, in my opinion, only because in The Force Awakens, they didn't have to set up the characters like they did then. So, you know, you had to learn about Rey and Finn and Poe and kind of get a backstory with them. But for this movie, they could kind of skip that because there was no character backstories for main characters. There was a lot of smaller characters, like Janna, where you had to kind of learn a little bit about her, but not too much. Like, you learned that she was a stormtrooper, but you didn't learn much else about her because she wasn't one of the main characters. She came in towards the end. But I will say, the movie had some really, really great scenes. There was a lot of really cool Funko Pops that I would like to see as well, such as the Emperor Palpatine with his big arm. I have no clue why that's a thing. It was almost like he was dead, just talking like a rag doll, moving around with this arm, and it was kind of cool, but also really creepy at the same time. There's a couple movie moments that I would like to see as well. The one with Han and Ben, I would say. Honestly, I would say Ben. That's another thing too. There's one part where Han kind of comes as like a vision with Kylo Ren, and he kind of turns back into Ben, if that makes sense. So he's not Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's now dead, and Ben comes back. And I think that's really cool. He kind of turns and realizes what he's done and how he needs to fix it. So I thought that was cool. And I think it'd be really cool to have a movie moment of those two like on the broken Death Star, looking at each other. That would be really, really neat. There was another one that I wanted, even just a normal Kylo Ren without a helmet on and just a black shirt with like the wound spot. I'm really giving a lot of spoilers here, so if you're still in here, do not comment about this. I'm calling you out now. But I will say that, yeah, if there was a Kylo Ren there that's maybe not Kylo Ren on the box, it says Ben, I think that would be really neat as well. That would be something that I think Funko could do. Kind of like how they didn't say Endgame on the first wave of the Avengers ones. It just said Avengers in that kind of purple color, and then later on they added Endgame at the bottom. I'm looking at it here. Yeah, they did. So they cut it out at the beginning. So something like that, where it then tells you more about the movie and more about the characters, you know, a couple months after the pops have come out and after the movie's been out for a while, and people don't care about spoilers as much because everybody who wants to really see it has seen it. I think another one that would be really cool would be, what was one that I had? Luke Skywalker. Now, Luke is in this movie again. He comes back as a Force spirit, and I think it'd be really cool to have a spirit version of Luke Skywalker in this. That would look really great. That's another one of those characters that I think is needed. It's necessary, and like I said, it'd be one of those waves that comes out a little bit later, such as, like, you know, Iron Spider with the gauntlet in his hand. That's something you could not release before the movie came out, but once it's out, it's fair game. I think you know, Funko could do that kind of thing because it does look really cool. One that would be really neat as well is C-3PO with the bowcaster, as well as Chewbacca's kind of sash or lanyard kind of thing, or, you know, like cross sash thing. I don't know what it's called, but you guys know what I mean. That is a part in the movie where C-3PO's got all that in his hands. I think that'd be a really cool character as well. They already made that as a Black Series figure with Hasbro, so I don't see why Funko couldn't do it. They could also make Ewoks again. They're only in it for a couple seconds, but Funko does like to make obscure characters, so I feel like that could be one that they do as well. There is, I mean, just in general, the whole ending part where everybody kind of comes together. I wonder if they could do like a movie moment with that. I mean, that's kind of tough to do because of how many things are happening. But even like a movie moment with Princess Leia and Rey could be really cool because there are a lot of scenes in the movie where they're kind of chatting with each other. That could be a thing. Or, this would be cool. Rey with both of her lightsabers kind of crossed like this. And yes, guys, she has 2 lightsabers in the movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, another spoiler, but she has both of her lightsabers there. She's got Luke's as well as another one that was actually Princess Leia's lightsaber. So if she had both of those kind of crossed like this and she's holding them together like that, that would be really cool as well, because that's a scene with the Emperor where she's fighting him. Maybe even have a movie moment with the Emperor with his electricity and then Rey doing that on the other side. I think that would look really great as well. But yeah, guys, other than that, I think that's going to do it for today. I got to do one thing before we end the video. I think that's going to do it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been another episode of Top Pops. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.